For many, the path to weight loss begins with a familiar promise: start exercising, burn calories, and the pounds will come off. Fitness marketing, gym slogans, and even some public health campaigns have reinforced the idea that moving more on its own is the key to shedding excess weight. While this narrative has intuitive appeal, it doesn't hold up well under scientific scrutiny. Exercise is deeply beneficial for health, but when used in isolation, without dietary changes, its power to reverse obesity is limited. This isn't a matter of personal failure or lack of discipline. It's a reflection of how our metabolism and appetite systems respond to energy expenditure in complex, often counterproductive ways. When someone increases their physical activity, the expectation is simple: more calories burned equals weight lost. But the human body isn't a passive machine, it's adaptive. One major reason exercise alone falls short is metabolic compensation. As we expend more energy through activity, the body often finds ways to conserve it elsewhere. Some people unconsciously reduce spontaneous movement or fidgeting when they start a new workout routine. Others may experience hormonal shifts that reduce basal metabolic rate slightly over time. These adjustments can quietly cancel out a portion of the calories burned during exercise. Even more significant is the effect exercise has on appetite. Physical activity, especially intense or prolonged exercise, often leads to increased hunger. This can be subtle at first, like an extra snack after a workout or larger portion sizes at meals. But over time, these seemingly small increases in intake can completely offset the calorie deficit created by movement. This doesn't mean exercise makes you fat, as some headlines sensationalize. Rather, it means that the body has powerful regulatory systems designed to maintain energy balance, and when energy is lost, it tries to get it back. Controlled trials have repeatedly shown that while exercise improves cardiovascular fitness, insulin sensitivity, and mood, its direct effect on weight loss tends to be modest unless it is paired with a reduction in calorie intake. On average, people who rely on exercise alone lose far less weight than those who focus on diet, or better yet, combine both approaches. In fact, some individuals gain weight when beginning an exercise program due to a mix of increased hunger and the common psychological phenomenon of compensation, where people reward themselves with high-calorie food after working out. This doesn't diminish the value of physical activity. In fact, regular exercise is one of the strongest predictors of long-term weight maintenance. It helps preserve lean muscle mass during dieting, improves mental resilience, supports better sleep, and protects against metabolic diseases, even in the absence of major weight loss. But it should be seen as a supporting pillar, not the central engine, of weight reduction efforts. The good news is that this understanding allows for more realistic and sustainable approaches. People no longer need to feel frustrated or confused when weight doesn't melt away after weeks of consistent gym sessions. Instead, they can refocus on the more impactful driver of weight loss: nutrition. Even small dietary changes, cutting out sugar-sweetened beverages, eating more protein and fiber, or simply reducing portion sizes, can produce more meaningful and lasting results than doubling down on cardio alone. This also makes weight management more accessible. Many individuals find it difficult to commit to intensive exercise regimens due to time constraints, physical limitations, or previous injuries. Knowing that lasting weight loss is more about what goes on in the kitchen than in the gym can be empowering. Exercise can then take on its proper role, a tool for enhancing overall well-being, not a punishing necessity tied to calorie math. As the science evolves, it's becoming clear that successful obesity interventions must be holistic, addressing both diet and movement, along with sleep, stress, and social context. But the myth that exercise alone is a magic bullet needs to be laid to rest. When we stop chasing that illusion, we open the door to more effective, compassionate, and personalized strategies, ones that work with the body's biology instead of against it, and that support both weight goals and long-term health.